Hello guys, welcome back to Star Update. On today's video, I'm going to talk about what we're going to be expecting after Suraj and Deepa finally reunite. After Deepa returns to the Sangupta's house. That is after Deepa forgives Suraj. Yes. So guys, stay tuned, watch to the end, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And also turn on your notification icon so that YouTube won't be the first to notify you anytime I drop new videos like this. Alright, let's go in. So guys, on my previous videos, I uploaded a video on how Suraj find out the truth that Deepa is actually innocent. And also a video on how Mishka became pregnant for Suraj. Yes, and also I also uploaded a video on how Deepa returned back for the sake of her daughters, not for Suraj. But unfortunately, I haven't made a video on how they both reunite, which I'm going to do that after this video. So after Deepa and Suraj reunite, Mishka is going to claim that she's pregnant for Suraj. And after Deepa vowed to find out the truth about the whole thing, believing that Suraj can never do that. So Deepa is going to find out the truth that she became pregnant through IVF. Yes. So and then Levania is going to bring Mishka into the Sangupta's house. And this is going to bring a lot of heartbreak to Deepa and the girls. So Deepa will be so as in like she will not be happy with Levania. Yes, she's not going to be happy with her for bringing Mishka into the house. So after Deepa find out that Suraj he signed in Mishka's hospital form that he is a father to Mishka's child. Deepa was hot. Yes, Deepa was hot, and then she decided to start avoiding Suraj and all of that. And then after some while, some dramas and all of that, Mishka's father threatened Lebania and the Sanguptas. So Suraj decided to divorce Deepa so that peace will reign, so that Deepa will be safe and all of that because he's tired. So he decided to divorce Deepa, which Lebania agreed to the divorce. Yes, Lebania agreed that Deepa and Suraj should get divorced. So after Deepa left the Sangupta's house with her daughters, Suraj began to miss her and the girls. So he now decided to file for the custody of the girls. Yes. So Suraj began to claim the girls, as in the girls that he once rejected. He began to claim their custody. So Deepa was so annoyed, and then she said, "How could Suraj claim the custody of her daughters?" So she decided to fight back to claim back her daughters. So to Suraj's greatest surprise, the girls choose Deepa over him. They refused to choose him. So Suraj was heartbroken. So Lebania take a decision to bring back Rupa and Sona. Yes, back to the Sangupta's house. So as Deepa went to the Sangupta's house to confront Suraj. But before Deepa went to that house, there is a scene that happened when Suraj and Deepa have a very hate argument. There is a argument that occurred between them that leads Suraj to go and drink. Yes, Suraj came back home drunk, as in heavily drunk like never before. So Suraj begin to misbehave and then begin to blame Mishka because now Mishka is living with him. Yes. So he begin to blame Mishka, and then when Mishka tried to talk to him, he started throwing things at Mishka, trying to hit her, trying to fight her. As in everybody was just holding Suraj back, and while Mishka, on the other hand, running for her life, as if like she was just hiding from Suraj. Yeah, so Suraj became unconscious, and then they just took him into his room where they make him to lie on his bed. So Deepa came to the house, tried to confront Suraj and then teach Mishka a lesson. So when Deepa arrived, they tried to stop her not to go to Suraj's room or not to see him on that state or something like that. But Deepa still insists that she's still going there to go and see him. So as soon as Mishka saw Deepa coming to Suraj's room, Mishka runs to Suraj's room, and then she just lie on the bed, pretending something happened between her and Suraj. While Suraj was still lying down there innocently, not knowing what was happening, Mishka lie beside him and then unbutton his shirt and then pose as if the both of them have something between them. You understand? So as soon as Deepa came into the room and saw Mishka and Suraj on the bed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Deepa was shocked. Deepa was hot. As an imagine, seeing your man with another woman on your married bed with your oh god, this is so as a like yes, Suraj is innocent. He doesn't know what Mishka was doing. Yes, because he was heavily drunk, so he doesn't know what was happening. So and all of that was a pretentious act by Mishka. But Deepa, who does not know what Mishka was doing, was hurt and she was just crying. Guys, that scene get me crying. Yes, I really cried. My tears dropped, guys, because I just the scene was so emotional. Deepa cried and cried and cried and cried. As in, she was shocked and disheartened. She fell to the ground. As in, like her scene is just like the scene where Palmer find out that and Van Raj and Kavya are cheating on her. Yes, so that same trauma, the way it happens to Anupama, that is the same way it happens to Deepa. So Deepa was her hair was as in she was shocked and the trauma was so much for her that she can't even bear the sight of seeing the both of them on that same bed again. She just run out of the bed and just she just came out finding it difficult to breathe. So as soon as the family saw her coming downstairs, that her state was not normal. They all rushes to her and they were just shocked and surprised. So as soon as Deepa came down and then she just fell to the ground, so all of them just rushes to her and just asking her what happened. You understand? So Deepa was just crying. Her daughters were just around her and then trying to console her, but Deepa was just crying, having flashback of what she went upstairs to see. So she was just crying and shouting. So as Lebania went back, already Mishka have already left there. Lebania rushes to Suraj's room, try to wake him up so that he can just come and see the state Deepa is in. But Suraj could not, as in like Suraj did not wake up. She tried, but Suraj couldn't wake up. So when Deepa suddenly wake up, she was like, "Ah, what is happening?" And then suddenly she now remembered what happened the previous night. Deepa just jack up and then start calling her kids that they should just leave the house. She was just as in like calling her girls, carrying them by their hands and say they should just leave the house. But the whole family was calming her down, asking her what happened, try to as in to listen to what they are saying and start shouting at them to let her go. While on the other hand, Mishka was upstairs witnessing what was happening downstairs. So she was just enjoying herself, laughing, smiling, and then as in mocking them. You understand? So she was just laughing and enjoying herself, entertaining herself. So Deepa was just like she just picked up Sona and then hold rope about her hand and left the Sangupta's house. Urmi went after Deepa. So Deepa with her girls were just coming, and then her shoe, even when her shoe broke on the way, Deepa off her shoes and then throw them away and start walking barefoot on the road. So she returned back to her father's house and then suddenly Urmi's grandmother Nisharini starts taunting Deepa with her girls. But Urmi's mother supports Deepa and then acknowledge Deepa as her daughter. So and then after all of that, Deepa went straight to her room, guys, and locked the door. Deepa cried like never before. She wept and cried. She began to break things, venting out her pain, venting out her emotion, venting out her anger, and all of that. So she was crying and flashing back the memories where she and Suraj met, and also the sad memory that she just witnessed before returning back home. So Deepa, as in like the whole thing was just flashing in her mind. She was just crying bitterly. So the whole Urmi, her mother, and the kids were just knocking the door for her to open the door, but Deepa refused to open the door. So suddenly they just break in and then saw Deepa crying. They tried to ask her what happened, but Deepa remained silent. So Deepa clean her tears and decide to fight, as in she decide to move on. She decide to forget about Suraj and move on. Yeah. So, guys, the question here is that will this misunderstanding ever be cleared? Because this is going to be very tough. Because the whole Sangupta's family did not know what happened. And even Suraj himself did not know what happened. It's only Mishka and Deepa that knows what happened. So how can Suraj apologize for what he did not do, as in like what he did not see happening? So how is he going to apologize for that? And how is the Sangupta's family going to support Deepa even when she tell them that, even if she tell them what she saw? How are they going to believe her? Because when Vanya returned to Suraj's room, she never see Mishka there. So even if Deepa tells her, will she believe? So that is a question. Guys, I don't know what you think about this episode. I just don't know. Please leave your comments below in the comment section. Let's find out what you think about this episode. Thank you for watching to the end and see you on my next video. Bye bye.